One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, man. 1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone. Check. So welcome each and every one to tonight's show. It's going to be absolutely explosive. Trust me on that one. Definitely going to be an awesome show tonight. So big up each and everyone that's locked on right now, man. Show me a signal, show me a flag, man. Show me a flag. Where you listening from, guys? Where you listening from right now? Who's going to be the first person to show me where they're listening from? Let's go, guys. And tonight's show on the Let's Talk Radio and podcast is going to be about, guys, how to deal with a narcissist. Big up, Don. You done no first person to jump on live. You was there at the carnival, right? You were there at the carnival. Big up, man. Big up yourself. Big up, Tanya. First time joining us. Long time, brethren. Yeah, man. You done know. Trust me. Show me them flags. Where you representing? Hey, listen. Me personally, I'm looking forward to this show. Do you know why? Because we deal with narcissists every day without even realizing. Big up, Sinead. Representing the VI. You done know. Yes, man. VI inside the building. Yes. So right now we got the VI crew inside. We got the Miami Massive. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Trust me, take the time out to like and share this podcast, because the more views we get, the more I can offer. The more we'll be going places. Big up on my Dominica Massive Sakafet. Yeah. Old tight Shanice. Yeah, man. Thank you for joining us. Big up Dawn. Big up Tanya. Big up Sinead. Big up Shanice, everyone locked on. And she wants to jump right into it, man. Narcissist, man. It's a big deal, you know. That kind of behavior is serious, you know that. And it's something we deal with regular, and we fight it. We keep fighting it without realizing it's somewhat of a lost battle if you engage with a narcissist. Because them people, it's their way or the highway. And trust me, if you try and deal with them, you go crazy. Big up Roy, locked on, man. Thank you for your support. Yes, and if you just joined us, it's the Let's Talk Radio and podcast show each and every Wednesday and Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic time. And tonight's show, we got a really big one. I need you guys to go and like and share. Please share this. Because this topic's deep. We're talking about narcissists, man. Narcissists. So let's dive right into it. Let's go into it. Who can tell me what a narcissist, in your own words? What is a narcissist? What is a narcissist? In your own words, what is a narcissist? Tell me. If you locked on, let me know. I can give you a few, but I want you, the audience, to let me know your views of a narcissist. What is a narcissist? Trust me, they can be a big headache, a real... And Shanice says, my ex. Go on, give us a description. Give us 2 pointers so we can identify a narcissist. Shanice says her ex is a narcissist. I think we've all had them, you know. We've had them, man. We've had them. Trust me. And whoa. They can be a real headache. But nevertheless, there are ways to deal with them. I actually had to educate myself on how to deal with a narcissist. It's not a joke. Trust me, guys. So give me an example of a narcissist, man. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go in there and give you guys an example of a narcissist. Yeah? Let me give you some examples. I had to take down some notes, even though I know some off my head. But have you ever been in touch or in contact, whether it be a partner, a friend, a co-worker that's a narcissist? They always attack and they'll always question your mental health. For example, You're trying to put your point across based on something that they said, and they flip it back at you, and you're like, are you okay? There's something wrong with you. You're way too sensitive, blah, blah, blah. You're a bit too insecure, man, blah, blah, blah. And they throw what they said back at you. That's one example of a narcissist. And Tanya says, selfish, self-centered, egotistical, perfect people. Ashley says they will gaslight you. Explain that. When you say gaslight you, I understand, but for everyone that's listening, we all may not understand it the way you do. But when you say gaslight, go ahead and explain for us, Ash. And thank you for joining us once again. Juanita, the best way to deal with a narcissist is not to. We haven't gone there yet. We're going to get there, Juanita. Thank you for joining us on how to deal with a narcissist. We'll get there. We're just trying to identify some of the roles that they play. They always reverse the argument. Don't get twisted. You know, you might come to them with, why did you do that? Oh, because you did this is the reason why I done that. If you didn't do this, this wouldn't have happened. But because you did this, I had to do that. And my point is valid. Ask anyone, blah, blah, blah. You know what? They can make you think that you're crazy. Even if you're right, they can make you feel that you're wrong. Real talk, real talk. It's an emotional thing. They can really get you going crazy. And like Juanita said, in a nutshell, the best way to deal with them is not to. So do you mean like you can have someone close to you that's one? How would you not deal with them? Someone that you love, it's just them. How would you not deal with them? Is it even possible? Instead of just not dealing with them completely, there are definitely ways how to handle them that will crush them. They're hard to be crushed, you know. They're very hard. They're very hard because it's their way or the highway, and they'll keep going until they get what they want, the result that they want. So just bear in mind, it's a fight that you have to know how to deal with. Don't just go in there attacking without a tactic, because they will get you. They will drain you. Some of them you can't completely block though, Ash. You can't completely block them. Not completely. Yeah, they do something and deny it. Oh my gosh. Do you know what? That means I've definitely dealt with narcissists in the past. Like, that's crazy. And they've actually denied it when I know they've done it, and almost had me believing that they didn't when I know they did. Is that crazy? Like, has that happened to you? Like, for real? No, jokes aside. Has that happened when you know they did something? You know 100%. But they've able to twist it and make you question yourself, even though you know. That's weird, but it's true though. Like, who's experienced that? Yep, as Shanice said, they are never the problem. You are. Kills your self-esteem. Yeah, man. It can make you depressed, you know. It can really make you depressed, for real. Sorry, I just got to stretch out a little bit. But yeah, no, for real. Jokes aside, it can really cause you to feel depressed, man. Narcissists ain't even a joke. That one, that's one for you to really look out for. What Ashley said. They do something, then deny it. Listen, don't let them fool you. Don't let them mess with your head. Real talk. It's easy for you to become a victim, you know. Don't do it. They deflect. Yes, we're all on the same page here. Definitely they deflect everything on what they've done and throw it and twist it back on you. They're crazy. Sorry. See, now I'm getting all these comments. I wish, do you know what? It's so funny. I've actually learned the most about them today. That is so crazy. And everything you guys are saying, Shanice says you could have proof, and they're still going to deny it in your face. I feel stupid because so much things that's happened is coming up now. Wow. Why is that though? I didn't discover why they behave that way though. For real. And Tanya said she was dealing with one for a long time. She thought she was going crazy. Real talk, Tanya. It can really make you go crazy, you know. Like, it can make you submit to them and be like, you know what, you're right, even though they're wrong. But at some point, it's like you gone from knowing that you're right to thinking that you're wrong. It's crazy. Yeah, if you're not strong, you can go crazy for real. No lie. Yeah, it's always someone else's fault, man. It's too easy just to block and ignore them, man. There's some other ways to deal with narcissists. Let me hear that. How can you deal with a narcissist? They're always blaming you, always. And remember, they always want things their way. And they'll keep going, keep blaming until you submit, until you give in. Do not give in, guys. Stand your ground. That's the best thing you can do. Stand your ground when you're dealing with them. Stand your ground. And Asha said, I was with one for 10 years. Once I changed my mindset, start practicing self-love and took back my power, then and only then I was able to get rid of it. Do you know what? You guys have gone too far down the line for me, because I was going to get to that. That's one of the things they can't stand, to see you happy, because all the power belongs to them in their eyes. They want to be the head of everything. They want to be controlled. Once you are happy, or you stand your ground and start to disregard them, ignore them and treat them like they're anything, like their point is irrelevant, you can't argue back, you just ignore, or you stand your ground and go against what they're saying, it weakens them. It's crazy. It's a controlling thing. I wonder if people's born narcissists or they develop it. What do you guys think? Do you think they're born that way or they just develop that way? Do you think it's a gene that's in them? For real. Because it's crazy. Like, how do you learn to be a narcissist? I think it's just in them. It's just them. Like, that's crazy. Like, for real. It's crazy. But yeah, definitely is a headache. Can a narcissist be with a narcissist? How does that work? Because they say there's someone for everyone. So if there's someone for everyone, I wonder how someone will deal with a narcissistic, if that's a word, relationship. How can you deal with it? Because I'm sure there's some in great relationships. Real talk. Childhood trauma. Ooh. Interesting. But what kind of trauma can cause them to feel that way though? Like, give me some examples. And then actually you said it's hereditary. So if it's hereditary, does that mean similar to what Shani said? Something, not necessarily is in their genes, but something happened where they was younger and they developed that trait? Is that what it could be? Interesting. It's Dawn agrees with you, Shani. It's childhood trauma. Do you know what? You can be right now that I'm thinking back on the ones that I know. I was going to say something, but let's not, because, mommy and daddy issues, that could be it. Do you know what's so crazy when you're dealing with them? Like, do you know what happens? Do you know what argument with a narcissist is like? Circles. There would never be a good outcome in it. You'll be going around in circles. There's never be a conclusion. It'll be but you this, but this, but this. They'll never own up to it. They'll never apologize. They'll never say they were wrong. They'll never agree. It's a big headache. That's one of the things you need to identify, the circles. There is no point in arguing or telling them your point. Do you know what? Do you know what's so crazy? So let me ask you guys, what do you think, now that we're talking and we're learning about this, I've definitely realized there's some people that I'm in contact with that I'm okay with, I'm cool, that has all these attributes, all these personality traits. And I've now learned that I've kept them in my life, not knowing there was a narcissist, and they've been giving me headache at times. What to do? What do I do? It's crazy. It's crazy to learn that after all this time, I've been fighting a lost battle unless I identified what it is. You know what? I'm going to use the tips that I learned to deal with them. I'm not going to cut them off. They need love too, right? We all need love. But my mental health is everything. Seriously. My mental is everything. So once it gets to that stage, do you know what? I'm just acting this way because I've just learned that I've dealt with narcissists in the past that I didn't have to deal with. If I had known, it would have been cut a long time. Real talk. Dawn said, this one here believes that he raised himself, and so he did all himself. Self-made. Hey, D, what you say? You got one around you right now and all that, man. We're going to tell you how to deal with the situation. Real talk. We're going to show you how to deal with it right now. You need to leave them behind, for real. But what if it's a brother, a sister, or a parent, or a cousin, someone you grown up around, like, that you genuinely love? Like, how do you just leave them? How do you leave them? Damn. Shanice, that's deep, man. That's where we go wrong, saying that they need love. They don't even love themselves. I don't even know what to say on that. Do you know what? I really don't know what to say. Because I still believe everyone needs love, and they need that one person to show them, look, this ain't the way. Why would you keep toxic? Why can't you not keep the like I said, Ash, it could be someone that you're really close with. Not everyone you can get rid of so easy. You know that? It doesn't matter. What's that saying? Your sanity is first priority. Limited exposure. Yeah, I kind of can go with that. I think I'm too kind and soft-hearted, so I would be the type of person to kind of try and help and look out for them rather than just cut them straight off. Wow, they only love themselves. You serious? Why do I find that hard to believe that they can only love themselves? Whew, Shanice, man, you guys are killing me with this. You guys are killing me, man. Do you know what's killing me right now? I'm reading what you're saying. It's true, but it's like, ouch, it still hurts. You choose them, they don't choose you. Do you know how? So I can do. That's just deep. You choose them, they don't choose you. Oh wait, you close to them. Oh shoot, I read it wrong. What's going on here? I need glasses. You're close to them, they're not close to you. Same thing, kinda, you know. It's deep. Not everyone can be helped. Man, come on, guys, man. Stop being so hard on these people. My cut-off game is strong. They will cause you to miss out on your blessings. True that. Yeah, my cut-off game's developing. It's getting better. It wasn't strong. Yeah, Shanice has got some deep points. And what's crazy, Shanice is probably... Wow, Shanice, let's... This is what I'm saying. You can learn from the ones that, you know what I mean? Like, I remember in a previous podcast, Shanice is probably laughing right now. I know you're laughing. In a previous podcast, she said her age. What was her age? I think it was like 25, 26 or something like that, right? One of the younger ones is probably here, and they've got some serious points. That's what I'm saying. You can't undermine anyone. Old, young, middle age. You don't. We can learn from everyone, each and everyone, because her points are so sharp and to the point. Along with Ashley as well. Dawn, everyone's point, but it's just like some of them just hit me like boom. All my years, man, I kind of feel proud to say how old I am, but I'm kind of like, wow. I'm getting old, mate. What's going on? I'm really getting old out here. Like, but for real, I'm proud of my age. People keep saying, you're not old, you're still young. But who can guess how old I am? Let me say, who can guess how old I'm going to be next year? Let's get back to the comments. Guess. Not you, right? Because you got you know my business. Don't do it. And if you know, don't say. Anyway. It's not hard, it's reality. Yeah, man. Do you know what? Right, at this age, we really have to look out for ourselves for real, and just like, you know, some things are just really reality. We need to help ourselves before we can help others, because they'll send us crazy. Actually, you're wrong. You're wrong. Good guess though. You're wrong. You're wrong. She said 39. You're wrong, but it's a good guess. Yeah, it's the hard reality for real. And if you guys have just tuned into the show, You're locked into the Let's Talk Radio and Podcast Show every Wednesday and Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic Time. And if you join us from the UK, it will be 1 a.m. And trust me, we're talking about how to deal with a narcissist, how to identify them as well. We attract them to teach us a lesson. Once the lesson has been taught, has been learned, then the contract with them is over. No need to keep them around. I'm gonna, do you know what? Hey, what's up, Terry, man? Big up yourself, man. Thank you for joining. I know you're working hard right now, but you still took the time out to join us. So thank you. Yeah, do you know what, Ash? Real talk, I'm gonna start adopting. You guys seem harsh. Actually, you gotta be a Gemini or a Leo. Roy, you gotta be a Gemini or a Leo because you guys are tough. Dawn says they have no clue what love is. They don't. They need you as much as they can use you. Whoa. Dawn, do you know what? That's one of the things I read, you know. Do you know that? I read that's one of the things. I'm going to read it again. Dawn says they have no clue what love is. They don't. They need you as much as they can use you. Crazy. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little experiment. It kind of hurts me because I love people. I'm a people's person. I just love people. I think I can save and help the world. But I'm going to do an experiment. And with the ones that I feel are narcissists, I'm going to see if I can just somewhat cancel them and see their reaction. And then I'll do a follow-up show to see how it worked out. Shani says, we clearly dealt with narcissist people. Not you, Deshane, because you keep defending them. You maybe just have a person with a little bit of toxicity. I hear you, Shan. We clearly dealt with narcissist people. Not you, Shane, because you keep defending them. I'm just a nice, kind person, man. It's not that I'm defending them. I just look for the good and the kind. I just look at the best in everyone before I see the bad. I might have to. What would the world be like if we just looked at everyone's faults and the bad? Like, what would it really be like, for real, guys, if we did that, honestly? Tanya, what do you think? What would it be like? Dawn, what would you think? Shan, if we just found everyone's faults, or Roy, if we found their faults before we see the good, how would the world be? Like, man, it's just me. I call them energy vampires. They feed off your energy. So when you say they feed off your energy, is that good or bad, or they just feed off the bad, Ash? You can't defend someone trying to kill you from the inside. Do narcissists know that they're narcissists, though? Do they know that they're narcissists? That's an interesting thing. Can you ask a narcissist? Can you ask them, like, do you know that you're a narcissist? That'd be crazy. Yeah, I know I'm a narcissist, and crazy, right? Exactly. That's how I feel, Terry, man. You should always look for the good in people. That's how I feel, for real, you know. Like, am I wrong for that? Am I bad for that? Like, I don't know, boy. I'm gonna pray tonight about this particular thing. They'll always play the victim and deny everything. Wow. Do you know what? Of course, it depends on how strong or how weak you are, Shanice. When you say, if you ain't strong enough, they can make you go mad. Definitely make you go crazy. Commit suicide if you're really weak. Yeah, I agree. You observe and remove yourself from the equation. Nothing is wrong in looking for the good in people. But if it's not there, let me see. Sorry, something's blocking my view. But if it's not there, then why keep looking? But there is good in everyone, though. Like, once you see the good, I mean, I guess it comes down to the point where it's okay to see the good in people, but it's up to you to decide if you want to keep them around. Because if it's not benefiting you, doesn't that make you a narcissist, though? If it's not benefiting you, then why have them around? Answer that one, people them. People them, answer that one there. I think I got you. Got you by your Yeah, because at the end of the day, we got to look out for ourselves. But does that not make us somewhat of a narcissist, though? Like, if it ain't benefiting us, then keep it moving. That's their trait, though. Bet you didn't look at that as well, right? Yeah. The problem with them is that they lack accountability, and that's the beginning of the end. It's true, you know, they don't say sorry. They don't. And if they say sorry, it's going to be, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's not an apology, people. So that's a big thing to identify and look out for. If you're having a back and forth and they done wrong and they know, but they say they apologize that you feel that way, that's not an apology. Definitely mind controlling. Raw. Got some narcissists around me for real, boy. Mad thing. Yeah, so yeah, if they apologize for how you feel and not apologize for the act, then yeah, narcissists. Don't keep them around. And Shani says I think she meant to say there's good in everyone, but not everyone will be good to you or show you their good qualities. Do you think they can hold you back? Like, for example, if you're dealing with one, like, if you decide to disregard them or not keep them around, can it make you a better person? Can you develop their narcissistic traits by keeping them around and keeping them within your space? Who knows what gaslighting is? Who knows what gaslighting is? One of the things that they do, they put the attention on your reaction instead of their action. I'm going to repeat that. They put the attention on your reaction instead of their action. In other words, guys, they've done something wrong. You've responded in a way that they didn't like based on what they did, and you're the problem because of the way that you reacted. That's a real narcissist. So you're the problem because even though I did this wrong, the way you reacted was wrong, and you're this and you're that. No, get yourself from here right now. I'm not doing it. But you know what? It's deep. It's real as well, because I've been dealing with it my whole life. Do you know what's so crazy? I'm learning this in the age that I'm at now. I'm learning so much, and so far no one's guessed my age. Some people are not allowed to guess. They can't. They're not allowed because they know. But do you know what? How old am I going to be next year? That's the question. How old will I be next year? I might have a little prize if you guess right, you know? Right? Oh, Shanice, you're coming. Okay. So am I a narcissist since you want to? Do you know what? There's a lot of people here that know me personally. Answer the question for Ash. Am I a narcissist? I think I'm just a person that loves people. Not that I'm a narcissist, but I always feel that I can try and help and advise and want to see everyone doing good. Terry guessed 40. That's an awesome guess, but keep going, guys. She thinks I'm going to be 40 next year. Let's see. I'll tell you guys at the end, and see what I can do for you afterwards. She said 40. Keep it rolling, guys. I'm here. They never apologize. True that. You see what I'm saying? And I wish I had known, man. I never identified that you're a narcissist. I never once identified, hey, you are a narcissist. It's time for me to move. I didn't. I just thought it was like either I was going crazy and I was wrong. Let me check myself. But wow. Are they... Can they grow out of it? Can they change and not be a narcissist? Do they have successful relationships, or are their relationships always toxic? Most people tend to become who their friends are. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't necessarily friends, maybe, yeah, because like attract like, but then how does a narcissist battle with a narcissist? They can't battle. I don't think they can, because one has to be more powerful than the other. Do you know what, Ash? When you say what I am, just break it down for me, because like, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. So when you say I'm an empath, explain it to me, please. This is some stuff I got to ask Siri tonight. I got a lot of questions for Siri tonight. Empath, let me take notes. She said I'm an empath, Siri. What is she saying? Thank you, Ash. And Ashley agrees. He's agreeing with the point where a narcissist can't be friends with a narcissist because one needs to overpower. They'll never get nowhere. It'll be a big circle, right? Or a small circle. So there you go, Tanya. I think most people tend to become who your friends are, not necessarily, because like we just identified that a narcissist won't get nowhere battling with a narcissist, so they won't keep them as a friend. Is that true, guys? Terry says a narcissist doesn't know they're a narcissist. So how? So there's no help for them. There's no hope for them then. How do they be successful in a relationship? Because if they're controlling and demanded, do they ever have successful marriages, or do they end up just being with someone that's weak and unhappy, but they just roll the punches and that's where it is? They're happy because they can control that person and that's their relationship. Dawn says, that's the definition of, that's that deflection, the old switcheroo. Once they get backed into a corner, they will try to switch it up on you. Don't fall for that BS. I feel you, D. I feel you, know. The narcissist doesn't know they're narcissists. So that means you got to accept them for who they are then. Because if they don't know, there's no change. They just don't know. That's crazy, man. You know what's going to happen, right? After this show, I'm going to call a few people up and like, you know, you're a narcissist, you know, fam. Did you know that? I just found out you're a narcissist. It explains everything. Like, man, how you feel? What do you mean I'm a narcissist? You're just a narcissist. Don't tell me I'm different. I'm telling you, you're a narcissist. End of story, okay? We can be good now because I know what you're about. I know who you are. You're a narcissist. Yeah, man, I got a couple of people to call up after and say, yeah, bro, you're a narcissist. I didn't know. I found out today. It makes sense. I accept you. Now I know how to deal with you. That would be crazy. Empaths are highly attuned to others' emotions and they try to help them with their issues and end up getting hurt. Oh, that's me, boy. That's the story of my life. So are empaths like bad? Would you class them as weak people? How would you describe an empath? That's cool. Thank you for that, Ash. Appreciate the education. I love learning. Mind control. They look for someone who has low self-esteem. I don't know if they go looking for that. Tanya, don't laugh at me. It's true though. I'm gonna call a couple heads tonight. What go on, man? What go on? You join. Thank you for coming through. All right, hey, listen, I respect everyone. Thank you each and everyone that's been faithfully coming, joining every week. I really do appreciate you. This is kind of therapy for me. Even though I'm hosting the show, this is actually therapy for me. I'm actually feel that I'm learning and being educated from my own people. And I love it. Real talk. Everyone actually has traits of narcissism. Some people are just on the high spectrum. Do you guys agree with Shishi? She said everyone actually has traits of narcissism. Some people are just on the high spectrum. Okay. So that means narcissism is okay then. Just once you're not on the high spectrum, like. Oh, sorry. You're going to have to back me up here, Ash. You can't do that. They'll wear a mask. What is that in response to? They find a weakness. They will find the weakest sheep of the flock, says Shanice. So they seem like predators. Is that what you're saying? They go looking for a certain type of people to be involved in their life. Do you really think that? Seriously? So you said your ex was a narcissist. So what? Was you the weakest When you was out there with your girls there in Carnival, walking up in Juve, was you the weakest one in your flock there, Shanice? You was the weakest sheep, and he picked you. I had to tell him what he is. No response. I had to call and leave. Oh, hell nah. Ashley, yes, you're weak. Whoa. I almost swore. I'm like, fucking hell. She said, you're weak. Oh, okay, let me read the rest of it. You're weak when you actually allow others to take your power. Your power is taken away when you constantly give and don't receive anything in return. You see, I understand that, and that's not me. I'm not stupid enough to try and help and assist, and I see it's not getting nowhere. At some point, that's it. You got to help yourself. So, I don't know. Well, I hear you, though. Respect for that one there. Enough respect for that one there, my brethren. So let's get into how to handle them. Do you know what? See, I can't remember who answered this, but someone answered this from before. Wait, hold on. Let's see what Shanice has to say. They ask if they get married. They ask if they get married to Shane. They find the weakest person that accepts their narcissist ways. They ask if they get married. What? To Shane. Please rewrite that one for me, Shanice. You kind of lost me there. Write the whole thing. The whole thing I need you to write over, man. I'm not busting you doing narcissist stuff now. You're making my head hot. My head is hot in. Me reading, you put a little asterisk. And write the whole thing, man. My head no good. I can't do all of this narcissist. Don't tell me I must figure it out. That's narcissist behavior. Yes, do the whole thing over. Thank you. You get one chance with me and I'm out. Ooh. There you go. Whatever works for you, my love. All right, Terry says that you get one chance and she's out, mate. Oh, okay. They ask if they get married. This Shane. They find the weakest person that accepts their narcissist. Okay. I get what you're saying now. Okay, so you're basically saying if they get married. So basically they're married to someone that will submit to them. And I guess that person that submits to them gets used to their behavior and accepts it and just knows how to deal with them. You're so right. Oh my gosh. I know an older couple and the wives. I feel sorry for the man. I really feel sorry for him. He's got it rough and he's such a good guy. He's just like, yes, no, yes. I think he stopped arguing and doing the back and forth thing now. So he just accepts it. Real talk. Now that you've said that, I know an older couple that's been married for years and the guy comes across really weak, but he's just like, yes, no. And she drills him. Yeah, okay, I got you, Shan. You're very smart, you know. What's this alpha female all about? I keep hearing all of this. I'm an alpha female and all of that. What does that mean, man? Dawn, I'm an alpha female. What's that mean? The Bible, alpha and omega, the beginning and the end. No, that don't make sense. Just trying to make sense out of it. They hate alpha females because we challenge them. So that means you're an alpha female, Shan. Exactly. Look at this. This is what I love, man. Building relationships on the podcast show. I love this. So we got 2 alpha females. Do we have any omega? Is that one? Do we have omega female? I know alpha and omega. There must be an omega. What's the alpha? What's the omega? Please, someone help me. What is the alpha anyway? The only alpha I know is Street Fighter Alpha 2 is a game. So help me. Don't laugh. So how do we deal with narcissists, guys? How? Don't laugh. I told you don't laugh and you did that. I'm a Sigma. What the hell is this now? Sigma, Alpha, Omega. Tell me what Sigma is. What am I? Is it only a woman thing? Or can man be the Sigma, Alpha, Omega? The beginning, the end, the light, the dark. Someone enlighten me. What am I? Sigma. So help me now. Alpha, Omega, and Sigma. What are they? Explain this to me, please, and to the others that don't get, because Do you get it, Tanya? Terry, Ash. Well, Ash just said she's a Sigma, so yeah, she knows what's going on. What about you, Roy? Do you understand all of this stuff? Sigma female. Oh, is it only females? Is a term used to describe a confident, independent, mysterious woman who bears traits similar to the Sigma male. So why couldn't you just say I'm a... Okay, you just shortened the whole thing. So you're confident, independent, mysterious. Why does every woman say they're independent? I don't need no man. Anyway, okay, cool, man. Respect that. Okay. All right, cool. No what? What's the no for? Remind me. Oh, Mel's man them is also... Okay, cool. Cool. I'm learning. So guys, let's get back on track. First of all, if you just join us, it's the Let's Talk Radio and Podcast Show each and every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Atlantic. Please tell a friend to tell a friend how we set trends and how we do this thing every day and the weekend. Ooh, jeez, not every day. But during the weekend and the weekend, we get together and we discuss different topics. For the most of last year, when we started this show, we spoke highly and we learned a lot about relationships, dating, situationships. We're talking tonight about narcissistic behavior, if that's a word, but it sounds good anyway. So I'm going to use it. And how to deal with them, how to identify them as well. As she says, Bertha, Alpha and Sigma. Ignore them. It kills them more than you think. Block and delete. I think Ashley said that earlier. Someone said that earlier. There's not too many Alpha Sigma women. Yeah, man, that's one of the things I'm going to say. The best way to handle them is to go no contact. Go no contact. But what if it's someone that you have to have contact to? Just don't interact. Make it all black and white. Yep. No. Thank you. Of course. Sure. No problem. Black and white. If you have to have contact with that individual, like, for example, if you have kids with them, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Also, this is very key, guys. Respond. Do not react. There's a big difference in that. Who agrees? Respond. If you need to be engaging with them, respond. Do not react. Are you still with us, Tanya? Dawn, you still with us, yeah? Does that make sense? Respond. Don't react. Don't give them nothing sweet, Shanice. Short and sweet response. Nah, just give them the short one, nothing sweet. When you, because they're such caught up in their own bubble. When you say something sweet, nah, I'm joking. They might get ahead of themselves. But yeah, make it all black and white. Keep it simple. If you can't ignore them, mate, then just keep it simple. Don't interact. Make it all black and white. You get me? That's all you need to do, geezer. If you can do no contact, do you know what? They hate to see you happy. Because they've lost their control. The control that they need. If you go and work on yourself and they see you happy, it burns them. Work on yourself is a big thing. If you come out of a relationship where you've been with a narcissist, work on yourself. They hate to be ignored. They hate to see you happy. They hate to see that you've moved on. As much as they may act like they don't and tell you, I don't care, it burns them to see you doing good. So definitely work on yourself. Trust me. Always respond, don't react. Live life where you're happy, where they lose control. Once you've taken back that power, and I think Ashley said that earlier, the power thing, that's their ammo, having power over you. When you take back that power and live life where you're happy, and they see that and they can't, it's like the devil. He only attacks your weaknesses, but he can only attack what you show. Do you know what I'm saying? If you show your weaknesses, that's where they're going to attack you. So work on your weaknesses so they can't attack it. Be happy and work on yourself. Build yourself up to a certain level. Do you hear me? Yeah, man, they're waiting for that rapid emotional response, and then they get you to think that something's wrong with you when they tell you, oh, you're too emotional, you're too insecure. Some people's just emotional, and don't think that's a bad thing to be that way. Don't think that. Do you know what I'm saying? Emotions is a real thing, and it's something everyone has or should have. That's the key. If you don't work on yourself and love on yourself, you attract another one. There you go. There you go. There you go. So how do you identify them in the beginning though? Because the fact that you got with a narcissist means that you didn't identify the traits that you don't like. It's only once you've got a bit too deep to the point where you don't want it is where you realize what you got or who you're with. So how do you identify at the beginning? Remember, everyone's good in the beginning. It's a honeymoon stage in a relationship, especially. How do you identify it from the start? Is it a thing where they're always on a me, I this, I that? Everything's about them. How do you identify it? Yes, Tanya. Tanya agrees 100%. Big up. Do you know what? Head this way. Before I say what I'm gonna say, yeah, guys, let me know. How do you identify it before you get too deep? Anyone? How do you identify a narcissist before you get too deep in with them? When you say they'll tell on themselves, Ash, what do you mean by that? When you say they'll tell on themselves, help me understand a little bit more. Okay, so during the conversation of the getting to know, they're always going to be talking about themselves, I this, I that. It's not going to be like, how you doing? So what you been up to? How's things with you? And it's always going to be about them. Is that basically what you're saying? Sense of entitlement. Yeah. The only reason why I went, like, are you asking Siri all these things, Shan? Sense of entitlement, yeah. That's fine, man. Thank you for joining us. Lauren, thank you for joining us. You just joined. We're talking about narcissistical behaviors. We've identified quite a lot. Right now, we're talking about how to deal with a narcissist. So thank you for joining us, Lawrence. Better late than never. Enjoy for the last 10 minutes or so of the show. We appreciate you actually taking the time to join, nevertheless. Yeah. They love to be praised. Wow. Can they be nice narcissists though? Can they? Can you find a nice one? Can you find a nice narcissist? Are they there? Because they're still around, they're getting through with life, so they must be doing something right. What about the job? How do you deal with one on the job? Do they last in their job? Because surely they don't go in jobs being bosses. So at some point, if they're getting through and climbing the ladder, they had to be humbling themselves at some point. So how does that work? They're masters of keeping it undercover until one thing might cause to show who they are. Stop putting the word nice and narcissist in the same sentence. So you're saying a narcissist can never be nice? Nah, man. I'm sorry, man. Everyone's got nice in them, Shanice, man. Everyone. I don't care. I don't care what everyone's got nice in them. I'm not saying they're nice people, but they got nice in them. Otherwise, you wouldn't get. You said your ex was one. You got involved with your ex because he had to have been nice. You're not a clown to be dealing with someone that's not nice. So how can you say that? Are you saying, I don't know how long you was in a relationship, but you're saying for the whole time you was together, it lasted, they were nice, they had to be nice during the time you was together because you're not stupid. I can tell just by your contribution to the chat that you're not stupid. Ashley says it doesn't change the fact, they can be nice, but it doesn't change the fact that they are a narcissist. It's not genuine. I can see that, So it's like the real devil that means it's really demons here on earth that's just putting on an act. Is that what you're telling me for real? The devil's angels are really walking among. Let's not sugarcoat it. Narcissists are the devil's angels. Is that what you're telling me? I don't want to think like that because I got relatives that I love that's got the attributes, and I don't want to. You're telling me it's not genuine. They're being fake. You serious? It's just crazy to think about. Being nice isn't genuine. Nah, man. I'm struggling to. Yeah. I hear you though. I hear you, man. It's not genuine. Okay. Everyone plays a role in this game. Everyone plays a role here in this game we call life. But that's a serious role to be playing, man, for your life, like all your life. And surely if you're that bad, how do you get through with life? That's crazy to me. Honestly, that's crazy to me. That's a mad thing, you get me? That's definitely crazy to me, honestly. No joke. Wow. Yeah, man. So if you just locked in or just came and joined us, thank you for joining us on the Let's Talk Radio and Podcast show. We're actually talking about how to deal with a narcissist, identifying a narcissist, and how to overcome or get rid of them or whatever it is. Tanya, is that your way of saying they're the devil's children then? Or the devil's angels, narcissists? Do you know what? It's either you're good or you're bad. Is there an in between? We've all done good, and I'm sure we've all done bad. Life is crazy, Like when you dig deep into life, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy, man. That's why I like to keep my circle small, man, so no one can, you know what I'm saying? Mad thing. Look how upset I am because I just feel everyone should be nice, and it upsets me. Narcissists. Anyway, we've already learned how to deal with them. The best is to keep it simple. Remember, here's one thing that I learned about narcissists. They need you to need them. I'm going to read that again, short and sweet. Narcissists, they need you to need them. How deep is that? They need you to need them. And the way to overcome a narcissist is take a stand and show them their place. No long thing. Forget all the love. Forget all the niceness. Forget all the kindness. When you're dealing with a nice narcissist, remember they don't care about your feelings, how you feel. Yeah? So you take a stand and put them in their place the real way. No sugarcoating. It's not putting them in the place the same way how you would put, your child in their place with love. You're putting them in their place the real way, like harshly, like real talk, showing them that you ain't playing around with them. Look here, man. This is where it is. This is where it is. There, I don't care. With all due respect, you're a narcissist. You care about yourself. You don't care about nobody else. And you know what, Barney? You straight up. Just put them in their place. I'm saying all of this like I'm gonna do it. Nah, man, I'm gonna do it for real. No, man's gonna do it. Man's gonna beat on my chest like a damn gorilla. I'm gonna do it. not beat on my chest like a little poodle. Yeah, you gotta put them in their place, man. Straight up. Deja, you get saw my notification, innit? Big up, man. Thank you for joining us. Better late than never. What, 5 minutes of the show? But you joined, so I give you that, Deja. I give you that. Thank you for joining us. Shanice says, whoever's dealing with a narcissist, just remind yourself, you ain't the problem, especially if a third party that's not biased could tell you that you ain't the problem. So remember that. Like Shanice said, remember, one of the things you have to remember, you are not the problem. When you're dealing, but before you can even get to that point, you have to identify the narcissist. Remember, I'm going to go back over some of the stuff to identify a narcissist. They always attack and question your mental health. E.g., you said what you said, they've said what they said, they've hurt you and said the worst, and then you're going to react with, oh, why are you so sensitive? You okay in your head? You're too insecure. That's narcissistical, if that's a word, behavior. They reverse the argument and make you to be the attacker and them to be the victim. So it could be them that done the fault or done whatever and did the worst thing ever. They're going to find a loophole to reverse it and put it on you. Yeah, these are stuff that you need to know to identify, because they're not good. They're not good people in the long run. Yeah, they've all got a goal, and once it benefits them, that's all that counts. Don't get me wrong. They can be awesome once you submit to them. They be the best person once you do as they say and do what they want. But guess what? It's about you as well. They play the victim. Projecting. Lauren says, I think it's okay to be a little selfish, but dealing with a narcissist can be frustrating. Definitely. Of course. And you definitely should be selfish with some stuff. I'm wrapping up now, guys. We're wrapping up. I'm wrapping up. Like I said, they reverse the argument, make you to be the attacker and them the victim. They say stuff like, the reason I'm like this is because of you. Because of you. No matter what they did, it's your fault. They always want their way. They're not deterred by logic. So you can talk the most logic to them, but hear what? That doesn't make sense. Because what you can tell them 2 + 2 makes 4, they're going to say, no, it don't. The reason why it don't, because at the end of the day, this, that, and the other, when you know, and they can convince you to believe in their nonsense. Don't go crazy for one of them. Again, I'll repeat, they're not deterred by logic, the truth, or facts. It has to be their way no matter what. Even if the truth is there, if logically it don't make sense, what they say has to go. These are ways to identify a narcissist. The conversation will go circular. It'll be a circular conversation where the same thing gets repeated over and over again and nothing will ever get resolved. Who needs that? It don't make sense. You talking about one thing, they're going to bring up something else that's not even relevant to the topic. Like, don't mess up your mental for these people. Straight up. Do you know what as well? Do you know what else they do? Okay, but we have to ask ourselves this. If we aren't the problem, why do we attract them? We must remember as within. So, you hear what? I'm going to ask you that, Ashley. They're good at disguising it. They're good at disguising it until they get you where they want you. That's it. That's it. That's it. Straight up and down. Like I said, circular conversations over and over. Nothing gets resolved. It will continue no matter what you say until you get emotional. That's their end goal, for you to break down and get emotional and submit and give in and say, hey, what? Do you know what? Forget it. Yeah, they manipulate. Yeah, they know how to manipulate. Big time. Do you know what else they do? Their arguments will confuse the hell out of you until they get their way and you are emotionally exhausted. Don't let yourself get broken down. Don't leave yourself get to that point where you're confused and emotionally exhausted. Say, you know what? You win. That puts a big smile on their face and their ego is like, boom. The devil is the most attractive guy in the entire universe. It's deep. You hear what Shanice just said? You guys listening to this? Are you guys listening? Pay attention. Do you remember the devil was like, he had the best voice in heaven. He was like probably the most handsome person. Everyone thinks it's horns and that. Nah. They come in disguise. You won't even know. So it's for you to recognize. Do you know what I'm saying? For you to recognize. Deja says they're manipulative. They're not going to show their true colors in the beginning. Of course, exactly. Facts. Facts. Ashley says, we still attract them. There's something with us that has to be healed. That's why we attract them. No, Ash. No. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. The only way you won't attract them is to be a narcissist yourself. So you choose what you want to do. Because they don't like themselves. That's why they behave the way they behave. Straight up. Listen, they will tell you that they want peace and hate arguing while they're arguing. Make that make sense. They will tell you that they want peace and hate arguing while they're arguing. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. Make that make sense. Again, guys, we're going to close off, man. So the way to handle them, let's go straight to it. We've got some awesome pointers. If you just joined us, scroll up, have a look. Ashley disagrees, and that's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely fine to disagree. We're here to learn from each other. And then at the end of the day, you deal with it accordingly. We're all different. What works for you won't work for me. What works for me won't work for you. If you've never had a prior relationship with a narcissist, you will never know what to expect. Of course, that's just logic. Tanya's been there, had me depressed and almost going crazy, and healing is hard. I feel you, man. Don't ever go back there. Never go back there, Tanya. Never go back there. And I hope you're too much of a good person to be playing around with narcissists. All of you guys seem like you're awesome in your own way, and you deserve the best. All of you deserve the best. So once again, the way to handle it, go no contact if you could. How many of you guys did that and did it work? I did it for a while and it worked while I did it. Don't interact. Make it all black and white. If you do have to interact, work on yourself, develop yourself. They hate to see you doing and looking good. Work on yourself, get yourself together, man. Respond to them, don't react. Okay, so that means don't kick off, because it's going to be a back and forth and a circle. You won't get nowhere. Live a life where you're happy, where they lose control. Because remember, that's what they strive on, being in control. So make sure you live your life where you're happy and they lose control. Okay? They need you to need them. So if you can avoid them, no matter how skilled they are, what they've helped you with in the past, if you can just move on from that, leave that behind. They need you to need them, because they strive of you needing them. And last but not least, take a stand and show them their place with no remorse. Just put it on them. Do it to the point where you don't have to do it again, and say, what? This is how it is. You've done this for X amount of time. Man ain't having it, or gal ain't having it no more. You're a clown. I'm not dealing with your nonsense unless you change, which you can't, because you don't know you're a narcissist. I'm out. Drop the mic and keep it moving. Thank you for joining us. See you again on, what's today? Sunday. So I'll see you again on Wednesday by God's grace. If not, definitely Sunday. It's going to be probably every other week moving forward, but definitely Wednesday. Don't forget to join the Let's Talk Radio and podcast on TikTok, Instagram. We're not on Snapchat, but we're definitely on Facebook. And definitely like and subscribe the YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. And thank you for joining us. See you again on Wednesday. Peace.